Well, tonight we had a double-header dog day at Romano Gym with the UMD basketball teams. First off, it's Mandy Pearson and company welcoming conference foe Augustana to town. Both teams near the bottom of the NSIC looking for a much-needed win. And it was Taylor Swift night inside Romano Gym, a costume contest for all the Swifties. Looking good. We go hooping in the second half. Dogs up 12. It's the former Viking Johanna Miller in the paint doing the dirty work, gets the layup to extend the lead. Later in the half, dual sport athlete Myra Morjani finds the open lane and takes it right to the basket. Nice fake pass by Morjani to make it a 15-point advantage. Dogs rolling in that first half. Miller again down low, getting in contact and basket to go. She had a team-leading 16 points tonight. And the offense for UMD clicking on all cylinders. A great ball movement around the world, and Morjani lets it rip from beyond the arc. She also had 16 points in the game. And the Bulldogs win their first conference game of the season over the Vikings, 61-48. They're right back at it tomorrow from Romano against Wayne State at 3:30. Keep queuing up the T-Swift tunes. It's J-Dub and the men's team going against the Vikings now. Early stages of the first half, senior Matty Thompson thinks about the three, but decides to drive to the basket. He gets the first points of the contest for UMD. Now, three-point specialist this season is Caleb Sywick, and you can't leave the redshirt sophomore open like that. He makes the Vikings pay. Then it's the reigning conference defender of the year, showing off the offense. Charlie Katona with the layup to stretch the lead to 8. Austin Andrews now under some pressure in the corner. Great pass to find Sywick, who pulls back the arrow and hits bullseye. He had 25 on the night. And all the starters for UMD getting on the score sheet. Fifth-year guard Joshua Brown with a nice step-back floater. Dogs take a 9-point lead into the half. Vikings rally to take the lead in the second half, but it's the Bulldogs who come out victorious with a 70-61 win. They're also back at it tomorrow night, taking on Wayne State at 5:30. Now to the high school.